Let's be merry, let's be merry.
Good morning, Mr. Swindley.
And a radiant morning it is, Miss Sinclair. Sun in the sky, a song in our hearts, and turnover figures 7.5% up.
My, we are in high spirits this morning.
Yes, indeed.
Mr. Swindley, I've been going through the staff records. Now, I am right in saying that you joined us on June the 4th, am I not?
No, June the 2nd. The 83rd anniversary of the death of Garibaldi, to the very day.
Really?
Yes.
Let me see, L. Swindley, 24A Berkshire Drive, date of birth. Yes, date of birth? Mr. Swindley.
Yes?
It's your birthday tomorrow.
No, not already.
Well, that's what it says here, and what can't speak can't lie.
Is it really a year since I last blew out the candles?
Oh, you have a birthday cake then, do you?
I'm afraid so, yes. Yes, a friend of mine sends one from Harrogate every year. Always too rich, always marzipan, always fondant icing, and always slightly flattened in the post.
You have a big party then, do you?
Oh, I don't know. I think the word party is perhaps an overstatement.
Just a wee one then?
Oh, a very wee one. Yes, apart from the gentleman who happened to be reading the meter at the time. Last year, there was 1/2 bottle of tonic wine, Burgundy type, 1 soft, squashy marzipan cake, and myself.
Oh, Mr. Swindley, that's no way for you to spend your birthday.
Still, I prefer not to count the passing milestones of life, Miss...
But you ought to have someone to spend your birthday with, apart from the gas man, that is. Particularly with you being a Leo.
I beg your pardon?
Leo the lion. Actually, I'm Virgo myself.
Ah, the signs of the zodiac, yes.
I'll tell you what, Mr. Swindley. I'll find out what's predicted for Friday. You never know, you might have quite an exciting birthday forecast for that next year.
Miss Sinclair, please. I prefer not to dabble in the occult.
Oh, away with you, Mr. Swindley. I'm only offering to look up your horoscope in a woman's magazine. I'd hardly call that being in league with the devil.
Oh, even so, Miss Sinclair, I prefer to remain in ignorance of what life may hold.
Oh, have you never been tempted?
Yes, I must confess that I did succumb once.
When was that?
Oh, as a young man.
At a séance?
No, at a chemist's shop.
Pardon?
A weighing machine. For the price of 1 penny, the card informed me that I was 10 stone 8, would shortly receive a letter, would come into money, and would take an unexpected journey.
Well, did any of it come true?
Alas, yes, all of it. Following day, I received my calling up papers, meal vouchers to the value of 3 shillings, and a railway warrant to Skegness.
Well, I'm no Eva Petrolengro, but I'm willing to predict that this birthday you have a very pleasant surprise.
Well, one never knows. Perhaps the cake will arrive undamaged.
It may be even more pleasant than that.
True. May not arrive at all.
What's up with you then, love? You got your cards?
No, my wages.
Oh, they're supposed to make you happy.
Oh, they do. It's the deductions that make me miserable.
Oh, it's not all that bad. There's only tax and insurance and Super Ann.
And bus fares, dinners, holiday club, social club, make-up stockings, £2 for mother, and 5 bob for my wedding reception.
Wedding reception? I didn't know you were courting.
I'm not.
Well, what are you saving up for a wedding reception for, then?
Oh, it's my dad's idea. He says if the day ever dawns, he's not paying for it. Do you know what I need?
Go on.
More than anything else in the world.
What?
An increment. Betty Naylor's had one in corsetry.
Betty Naylor's due. She's been here longer than you.
They promised me an increment. It'll make a big difference.
Oh, it would.
I'd like a nice increment.
Oh, we all would. Hey, Pam. What? What's an increment? Get behind the counter, Mavis. Oh, Socky Hall Street's here.
Miss Foster, before you put that bulging wage packet away, you're just in time.
Oh, not another deduction.
Purely voluntary, so you two can get out your wage packets as well.
What for?
We're having a wee collection for Mr. Swindley.
Why? He's not leaving, is he?
I wouldn't be happy if he left.
Oh, no.
Mr. Swindley is not leaving. It's his birthday. Now, before you all say he's not been here 5 minutes and a dozen other excuses as to why you shouldn't contribute...
Nobody's opened their
I
mouths.
only ask a shilling each, and I'm quite sure that you could all afford a lot more than that.
£0.50.
Oh.
And another.
And another. On second thoughts, make it 5 shillings.
Watch it.
I'll get married a week later.
Morning, Mrs. Edgley.
Morning, Mr. Swindley.
Ah, dispensing the magic brew. Oiling the hub of the commercial wheel, as it was?
Well, you know what it's like. Soon as that bell goes, they'll all come charging in here with their tongues hanging out.
Well, who can blame them, Mrs. Edgley? Where would we be without the stimulus of our mid-morning cuppa?
I know where I'd be. I'd be round the back with my feet up with me Agatha Christie.
Yes. Joy of the printed word. Many is the cold winter night I've spent curled up on the hearth with Dame Edith Sitwell. You wanted to see me?
Do I? Oh, yes. Yes, there's a parcel come for you. Hey, it's marked perishable.
Oh, dear. Harrogate postmark?
I think so. It's a bit heavy.
Yes, it always is.
Is it? Hey, up, seconds out. I should go before you get trampled underfoot. Mine? Oh! No.
I say, Mrs. H.
What?
Do you know what we're getting him?
Who's that?
Mr. Swinley.
Eh?
What's it? It's his birthday tomorrow.
Hey! I didn't know.
He never said.
Well, he wouldn't, would he? It's true, though. Miss Sinclair's collecting.
Let's lighten those wage packets a little for you. You've had ours.
Hey! I didn't know we were clubbing up.
Well, as a matter of fact, Mrs. Edgley, I wasn't going to mention it. I always thought that at your age, birthdays were rather taboo.
Oh, no, not yet. Not till I'm in my 30s. There you are. I'll go without my bingo for a week.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What are we getting him?
I haven't yet decided.
You haven't decided. What does he want?
Well, I can hardly ask him that. It's supposed to be a surprise.
Leave it to me. I'll find out.
Mrs. Edgley, now do try to be discreet.
Yes, I will.
You mustn't have an inkling.
Don't worry, Miss Sinclair. Mrs. Edgley's got away with her. She knows the technique.
Oh, yes. She'll wheedle it out of him. He won't suspect a thing.
What do you want for your birthday, Mr. Swinley?
I beg your pardon?
It's tomorrow. They've got a collection for you.
But they shouldn't. I mean, it's more than generous of them, and I'm very touched by it. But really, they...
But what?
But they shouldn't.
Well, they are. Now, what do you want? You can either have a briefcase, a fountain pen, or a nice book token.
Oh, my needs are very few, Mrs. Edgley.
Well, there must be something you'd like.
Well, now let me think. Yes, I suppose my most pressing need at the moment is a new bow.
Yes, it'd suit your bow. Polka dots.
No. A bow for my cello.
Oh, no, we could do better than that. Hey, you like symphonies and all that kind of stuff, don't you?
Yes.
Right. We'll get you some records.
Records? Who? Paul Tortelier? Pablo Casals?
Who?
Casals, monarch of the bow. Greatest exponent of the cello since Serviev. His vibrato takes the breath away.
Get away, does it? Right, we'll get you some of them then.
Right, think of us as...
Don't mention it. Don't let your tea get cold. And whatever you do, don't let them know that I've told you what's happening. It's supposed to be a surprise.
No, you may trust me, Mrs. Edgley.
It's nicer when you've something to look forward to, I think.
Yes.
Hey! What's that fella's name? You know him with that,
vibrato.
That's it.
Casals.
Casals.
Pablo Casals.
Pablo Casals.
Yes.
Pablo Casals. Pablo Casals. Yeah, that's it. Morning, Mr. Pablo!
Oh, don't leave up, Leonard. Don't leave up. I just wanted to have a little chat with you. Oh, dear, what's this here?
It's a cake, sir.
Really? Somebody's birthday? Well, I just wanted to say thank you and well done.
Oh, thank you, sir. What are we supposed to have
Oh,
done?
come, now, there's no time for false modesty. I've seen Sinclair scuttling about the sales floor with that manila envelope.
Oh, the collection.
Yes, the collection. It is your doing, isn't it?
Well, I suppose I could be held responsible in one way, sir, yes.
I knew it. I don't misjudge people. I said to myself, Swindley's behind this, I said. Swindley's behind this.
Did you?
Yes. How did you know it was my anniversary?
Anniversary?
There's no time to be coy. The game's up, Swindley. Yes. Tomorrow I shall have completed 20 years' service with the firm. It's extraordinary. I thought the whole thing, honestly, would go by unnoticed.
Oh, surely not, sir. 2 decades toiling in the vineyards.
You found out about it, didn't you, Swindley? You're very shrewd, very shrewd.
Thank you, sir.
I mean, one doesn't like to feel unwanted, unloved. You know?
No, that would never do.
Well, now that you've organised this collection, I shan't feel that. I know what went through your mind.
You do?
Yes. He'll make their lives a misery, you thought, if he doesn't get a present.
Oh, no, not for a moment, sir.
Oh, yes, indeed. You were dead right, too. Well, now you've done the staff a good turn, haven't you, Swindley? Well, I'll see you tomorrow, the presentation.
Yeah.
By the way, don't let the staff know that I've found out. I mean, I don't want to spoil their fun.
We meet every night at 8. I don't get home till 8. I say to myself each day, baby, oh, long, long live love. Ooh, da 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 da, mung, da 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 da.
Are you feeling all right?
Why?
Well, what are you doing all that cha-cha-cha stuff for?
Well, I'm happy, aren't I?
Well, snap out of it. Old Parbold will be sloping along in a minute. You know it gives him stomachache if he sees anybody happy.
Now, come along, girls. Let's talk more work, and then we'll all stay friends.
Yes, Miss Sinclair. Is it this afternoon, the presentation to Mr. Swindley?
This evening in the canteen after you've cashed up.
Oh.
Now, where's Miss Foster? Late again? Well, I just hope she arrives before Mr. Parbold. Good morning, Mr. Parbold.
Morning.
How are you feeling this morning?
Terrible, thank you. Absolute agony.
Oh, dear.
No sympathy. I don't want you all worrying about me.
You don't?
No, suffer in silence, that's me. After all, my first consideration is the happiness of my staff. It always has been, hasn't it? I said, hasn't it?
Oh, yes, Mr. Parbold.
Yes.
Always. Well, come along, girls. Smile.
What, even when there's no customers?
That's right. A girl with a sense of humour.
I'm sorry I'm late, Miss Sinclair. Only but... Oh, Mr. Parbold.
Oh, don't apologise, Miss Foster. Better late than never, that's what I say.
Oh, yes, I do too.
Well, I'll leave you hard-working girls to get on with it. You don't want me breathing down your necks, do you? Never did believe in that, never did. Did I? Did I?
No, Mr. Parbold.
Well, carry on, ladies.
Maybe his Floyd Bundles won first prize.
Either that or his wife's left him.
I don't like it. There's something very fishy going on there. The last time he was all sweet and sugary like that, he wanted us to work overtime on Christmas Eve.
Ours not the reason why, Miss Plummer. Now, come along, girls. Back to work. I'm sure you'll all find it good for the soul.
Morning, Sinclair.
Good morning, Mr.
Ladies.
Swindley.
Mr. Swindley.
Happy birthday.
Oh, happy
birthday, Mr. Swindley.
Thank you, ladies.
Mr.
Thank you.
Swindley, I'm sure you'll be very pleased to know that the stars are looking very favourably on Leo the Lion today.
Well, if you say so, Miss Sinclair. Personally, I can't help feeling that they're not in full possession of the facts.
Oh.
Ladies. It's come to my notice that today, Mr. Parbold completes 20 years loyal service with the company.
Oh, it's a long time, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, as doubtless you're aware, the customary gesture on such an occasion is to show our appreciation by...
Hey, just a minute. If thinking of taking up a collection for him, Mr. Swindley, I shouldn't bother. It's not on. Get your coat off, Mavis, you're late enough. And get that hat up there. Excuse me, Mr. Swindley.
Thank you, Mrs. Edgeley.
I beg your pardon?
I said thank you.
Yes, I thought that's what you said.
And what little delicacy are you preparing for us today?
Well, the staff are having pork, toad and mash. That's their little delicacy. But I thought for you I'd get you a nice little
What's
bit
good
of...
enough for the staff's good enough for me, Mrs. Edgeley. I'll do battle with the toad, but perhaps I might be spared the mash.
What about your stomach?
What about my stomach?
I thought it didn't get on with toad in the hole.
Ah, well, we'll just have to grin and bear it. And I'm sure that if you're cooking it, it'll be as light as a feather.
Yes. Mr. Parbold.
Yes?
Did you want me to do some overtime or something?
No.
Oh.
Why, whatever put that idea into your head?
Oh, nothing. Just, you know. Morning. What's up with him?
Ah, Swinny, come in, sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Ah, my dear fellow, now how are you coming along with my collection?
Well, taking everything into consideration, sir, by and large, I would say that it's coming along as well as could be expected.
Good. Now, what do you think of that? It's my thank you speech.
I'll be being a little premature, sir.
No, well, I thought you might like to cross the T's, dot the I's. I mean, if they're emptying their purses on my behalf, I should show a little gratitude.
Yeah. Mr. Swindley, friends and colleagues.
I had wondered whether to use the word comrades there, but I thought it might be a little too left-wing.
This unexpected and generous gesture of affection and admiration has taken me completely by surprise and left me speechless.
Speechless, without a speech. Sort of play on words, you know.
I fully appreciate the subtlety of the butt. So I will just say thank you for this beautiful and expensive cigarette case, stroke gold cufflinks, stroke silver tech. I take it we delete as applicable here, do we?
Yes, that's the idea, you see. And honestly, Swinley, I don't mind what it is that you bought me.
Mr. Barwell, I think perhaps it would be advisable if I were to tell you at this
No,
point...
no. Don't tell me. That would spoil the whole thing. I must contain myself until the presentation at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock tonight?
Of course tonight. Then I shall be able to see it for myself. Won't I?
Oh, is Mr. Swinley not here then?
No. He's with Mr. Parbold. Can I give him a message?
No, thank you. I'll wait.
You don't mind if I carry on working, do you?
Not at all. Not while the mood's on you. Mr. Swinley is not lunching in the canteen then today?
No, Miss Sinclair. That's why I'm laying these here, you see. That's the reasoning behind it.
Oh, quite right.
Yes.
After all, it is his birthday. Smells very appetizing for toad in the hole.
It would, wouldn't it, seeing as it's roast chicken?
Oh, Mr. Swinley, I wonder could we have the pleasure of your company in the canteen at 6 o'clock this evening?
Not at 6 o'clock, I'm afraid, Miss Sinclair. No, I have a prior engagement. Can we make it 5:45?
Oh, just whatever time is convenient to you, Mr. Swinley. After all, it's your day.
Come on, Mr. Swinley. Your lunch is ready. Hey, doesn't it look nice?
Yes, it does, Mrs. Edgeworth. It's very nice. You shouldn't have bothered like this.
Come on, let's have it. What's he said to upset you?
Who?
Mr. Parbold.
Well, he's been saying thank you.
Why, what are you giving him?
Nothing. That's what's upsetting me. He's expecting a present to celebrate his 20 years' service with the firm.
I wish him the best of luck. He'll need it.
If I may correct you, Mrs. Edgley, so may we.
Well, anyway, it's 25 years' service you get a present for, not 20.
Not in Mr. Parbold's opinion.
Oh, well, he'll just have to hang on for another 5 years.
Yes. Trouble is that in that 5 years, the whole rest of the staff may age 10.
Yes, he can turn very nasty.
Nasty? If he isn't mollified, I forecast a reign of terror unknown since the days of Attila the Hun. Must be some solution.
There is.
Well, what is it? Speak.
I can slip him a Mickey Finn in his afternoon tea.
Mickey Finn?
Yes, you know, knockout drops.
Mrs. Edgley.
What?
Please. You're working for Dobson Hawks, not Al Capone. Mustn't have anything underhand, nothing we might regret, nothing we could reproach ourselves with afterwards. Would they be tasteless?
To tell you the truth, I've never made any before, but but those are...
Enough, Mrs. Edgley. No. Forgive me, even for the thought. Must have been a mental aberration.
Shall I send him a telegram saying he's wanted at head office?
You know, on reflection, why don't we do what they did to Attila?
What was that, then?
Surrender.
Yeah.
Surrender, yet not surrender, if you follow my gist.
Not altogether.
But it's simplicity itself.
Is it?
Defeat, yet victory. Fail, yet succeed. Succumb, yet triumph.
That's it. You have a nibble of your chicken, you'll feel better.
Delicious.
Pablo Castles. Well, I've heard of Roybus and...
Pablo Casals, the cellist.
I've never heard of him.
Well, that's hardly surprising, Miss Cheeseborough. He's not draped over a guitar with his hair dangling in his eyes like some little golden sheepdog.
He's a very fine artiste, this one.
Exactly. Much more in the category of Andy Stewart.
Miss Sinclair is here.
Now, Miss Foster, go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Swinley.
Thank you, Miss Foster.
Budding coloratura. Thank you, Miss Foster, all of you. This is very moving and a complete surprise. May I offer you a piece of my birthday cake?
Oh, no, thank you.
No?
No, thank you.
Oh, well, perhaps we can make a trifle out of it.
Yeah.
Mrs. Edgley. Yes? Would you put it on one side for Mr. Granger's next visit?
Oh, yes.
Yes. And 0 hour approaches. Operation Attila.
Right, I'm on my way.
Excuse me, Mrs. Edgley, is there anything I can do? I mean,
Oh, no, just a private little bit of business between Mr. Swindley and myself. Excuse me. Defeat yet victory. Fail yet succeed.
Succumb yet triumph. Yes.
Girls. Shh, girls. Mr. Swindley.
Just one
On
moment.
behalf...
Mr. Swindley, if you can spare us a moment, I believe Miss Plummer has a few words she would like to say.
Yes, I'm entirely at your disposal for the next 15 minutes.
Right. Miss Plummer? Right.
Mr. Swindley, on behalf of the girls, myself and Mrs. Edgley,
And
we would
Miss Sinclair.
I beg your pardon, and Miss Sinclair. We would like to offer you this small
token.
This small token of our
Friendship and loyalty.
on the occasion of your birthday. And we hope that they will bring you...
Many happy hours of
Shut up! We hope that they will bring you many happy hours of pleasure and enjoyment.
Yeah.
Now!
Casals.
Pablo Casals, Mrs. Swindley.
Thank you, Miss Foster. Miss Plummer, ladies of the sales floor, and Miss Sinclair. What can I say except a humble thank you? I consider it a privilege and an honor on so short an acquaintance to be taken as a member of this family. I think I can say without fear of contradiction, this happy family.
But he's a jolly good fellow, but he's a jolly good fellow, but he's a jolly good fellow, and so say all of us.
Oh, Miss Edgley, I don't know what you're up to, but why are you keeping me imprisoned in my own office?
Whatever gave you that impression, Mr.
And
Parvo?
look, what's going on that you don't want me to see?
Nothing, Mr. Parvo.
Then why have you been standing there for at least 10 minutes, rabbiting on about everything from the price of split peas to your Edgar's lumbago?
I hope I haven't bored you, Mr. Parvo.
Well, you have, Mrs. Edgley, rigid. Come in, thank goodness for that. Ah, Swindley.
Hope I haven't kept you waiting, sir.
Oh, no, not at all. I was enjoying a pleasant little chat here with Mrs. Edgley.
Well, I'll leave you to it. It'd have been much easier with a Mickey Finn.
Right, now then, would you like to say a few words, or shall we just get on with it?
Well, I might as well say yes. Mr. Parbold, on behalf of the staff, I hope you'll accept this small token of our gratitude and loyalty on the occasion of your 20th anniversary at Dobson Hawks.
Thank you.
And I hope that they'll give you many hours of pleasure and enjoyment.
Oh, records, yes.
Music, the language that knows no frontiers.
Yes, I like a good tune. Any earther kit here?
Pablo Casals.
Oh, really? I say, what a remarkable resemblance. I thought it was you. What is he, sort of Shelley Berman style, satirist, sort of?
No violoncellist.
Really? I say, look here, you're keen on the cello, chamber music, that sort of stuff, aren't you?
Oh, yes, a devotee, sir.
Well, I mean to say, look, I think you ought to have these. I mean, after all, my interests are more horticultural than philharmonic. You know what I mean? It was your idea, and after all, the staff have made their gesture, haven't they?
Oh, yes, sir, very forcibly.
Well, I hope that you and Pablo will be very happy. But look here,
thank you very much.
Next time you're making a collection for me, Swindley, perhaps I can give you one or two ideas. You see, you have a look at these. They're gardening implements, you see.
Oh.
There's, you see the one?
Swindley.